Everybody can hear me and everybody is able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Avinash, how are you doing? Avinash.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. What is a Java? So I would like to ask a few questions to remind our session, earlier session, uh, to get the names for one or two classes. Avinash, what is Java? Okay, so Ashok.
Java is a simple language. Is to learn and implement.
Java is simple to learn and implement, but what is Java? So it's a good feature Java is having. It's a very simple.
Execute in
You can learn very easily and
banking.
Madam, come again, please.
It is used in banking sector, insurance, healthcare.
Those are all the
Uh,
domains where we require huge softwares or those are called as enterprises. So
okay.
they are having the problems like enterprise problem. That's a very big problem. So our Java is capable of solving or providing solutions for the enterprise. Or simply Java provides enterprise solutions to the bigger problems. That's good. So Java is basically a programming language. Okay, so simple. So it has a lot many features. We will be discussing a few features in today's session and overall in core Java. So we'll be learning it. It's a programming language to design the software. That's what Java is, and it's very simple, very good. You remember a few of the features that what we discussed in the earlier session. Jagdish, do you want to add anything? What? So somebody is asking you, what is Java? So why you want to be in a Java as a Java programmer?
Because it has a good scope.
It has a good
Scope?
scope. Okay, good. So it has a good feature and where we can explore many
Yeah.
things in a feature. So our career will be very good. Okay. Okay, fine. So Krishna Madhavi, what is JDK? Hello. We learned about JDK, right? So we just discussed. So we'll learn more things regarding JDK. So what is JDK? Hopefully
It
everybody
is
understand.
used It's a Java development kit
Okay, so why we need this JDK?
to develop the Java applications.
Applications, very good. So and Manoj, so what is GRE?
uh, uh, Java runtime environment.
Why we need this GRE?
Java runtime environment
Yes, why we need this GRE?
to run the Java applications.
Application flow. So the basic thing people will confuse even they will complete core Java, but they don't understand what is the difference between JDK and GRE. That's why I started with this JDK and GRE. So whenever you are installing a software, so you will get a JDK. So the JDK is for development. So if you want to run the applications once you deploy into the production environments, we come to know the terminology, what is production environment, what is deployment. So we come to know the terminology. So once we gave that software to the client, he's running, right? So he need to have the GRE. Whenever we are developing our applications, we need to have the JDK, and you will be seeing here and there errors. So we have only JRE, then the program is not getting compiled. So we should understand this the difference, and once you install the JDK, it is having internally JRE. Okay. So JDK and the JRE both we need in order to develop our applications, in order to test our applications. So Mahesh is facing a problem. Yes, Mahesh. I can't hear any audio. So others are able to hear the audio. Can you please check in your system? So any other person is facing any problem with the audio, or can you able to see my screen? Everybody is good, right? Yes, go ahead. Rohit. So Vinay. So who is pronounced as author of Java?
Sorry?
Who is the author of Java? So one person we discussed, right? So
Yeah, James Gosling.
yeah, James Gosling.
Gosling.
Yeah, actually, they started a project. It's a call as a Green. They named it as a Green, the project name, to develop some embedded software like microchip programming for consumer goods like TV remote controllers. At the time of 1995, TV remote controllers, micro oven programming, those also need programming, right? So they started the programming, and they started with the C++ programming. C++ is one of the popular programming at the time, 1991. So James Gosling is the lead for this project. So while developing the application, they faced many problems with C++. They find out so many good features, as well as they find out a lot many bad things. They want to make the bad things separate, and they want to build up a new programming language. So with that idea, James Gosling, not only him and his team, worked a lot from 91 to 95 to release the base version of our Java. The first version 1.0 of our Java has been released in 1995. Once any programming language is coming into the market, are you interested in taking up that language and doing the programming? Now, if I'm giving a program XYZ programming language, so anybody is interested? No. Nobody is going to show interest if you don't show it is going to change your programming. The way that how you are writing the programming is changed. You can able to explain that thing, then only people shows interest. Otherwise, it will be gone in within days. What make the Java able to stand in the market? C programmers are there, C++ programmers are there, VB programmers are there at the time. So which are very big programming languages, COBOL, Fortran. So very old programming languages. Many programming languages are there, but still James Gosling and his team came up with a new programming language. So registered as Java. So they had a problem with the name, green, all those things, and they registered this programming language as Java. So why people wants to change to that programming language? Why they want to take that programming language as well as to develop the software? What feature attracted all these people to make the Java a robust programming language, a very strong programming language? Why people are interested? So if you don't show a new thing, nobody's interested. So what Java has shown at the time is write once and run anywhere. This feature is not there in any programming language at that time. This is the one of the best they released this Java in 1995 with 10 beautiful features which are not there in any other programming language. They came up with a bulletin with 10 features. So the entire programming world, by seeing these features, okay, this is going to make a difference. Okay, so this is one of the important features of among the 10. This is one of the important. Write once and run anywhere. So nowadays also you have multiple operating systems. So Windows is very popular. So Mac, Linux, different versions of Linux are there again. Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu, uh, so many things are there. CentOS and Sun Solaris. So to name them, 10 plus popular operating systems are there in the market. So few companies are using Linux, few companies are using Windows, few other companies are using some other Mac versions, etc. etc. If I develop an application, if it is able to run anywhere without any changes in the code, in all the operating system in a similar fashion, then I'm very happy. That feature is not there a long back of 20 years. No programming language provided this kind of feature. Write once and run anywhere. Write once, code, you have to write the code only once, and run anywhere. Run anywhere means run in any operating system. If you have Windows operating system, if you are having a Linux operating system, Ubuntu or CentOS or Mac, whatever the operating system you have, you can run our program without making any code changes. This is the feature. This is the feature attracted a major part of the programming world, and also those who are investing a lot much of amounts in software. So every day the features are upgrading so rapidly at the time. So 95. So it's a revolutionary kind of period where they are getting a command prompt from command prompt operating systems. They moved in 1995. They moved to Windows-based operating systems. 98. So Windows network programming, when the desktop applications are coming up in the Linux, and many different versions are coming into the market. People want to rapidly change, so they don't want to invest lots and lots of millions of dollars. They don't want to invest. They want to invest a minimum and get out of returns. That is the major goal. This feature makes our Java a different at the time of introducing. Today also, if you are going something with the into the market, so everybody sees what is new thing here. So definitely this is one of the important features of the Java. So we will be learning all the 10 features slowly in our core programming itself. So but we start with this feature. So Java is, so I don't want to dump all the theory in one session itself. So we'll slowly discuss the theory as well as programming to make our session interesting. Okay, so write once and run anywhere. So you understand, right? So you write the code, a Java programming code only once, and you can run in any operating system. It will give you the same results. You don't need to change any code. That means there is no specific operating system code in our Java programming. Correct, right? So if it is a specific to Windows, it will run only in Windows. I can't able to run it in other operating systems. If it is specific to Ubuntu, I cannot run in Windows operating system. Okay, so the Java introduced a layer between. So that is our JVM. It's a virtual machine concept. So maybe some of you know about the virtual machine, otherwise no problem. It introduced a machine called JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So it will be in between operating system and our program. It is in between those two things, and it will interact with the operating system. So we as a program or through the program, we don't interact with the operating system. Through program we don't interact with OS. So this feature is not there earlier, but this write once and run anywhere, the slogan has been slowly brought into other programming languages like the C#, PHP, all those things. Nowadays people are more interested in this feature, but at the time introduction of the Java, so this made our programming language. So a different programming language. So everybody showed an interest, and in 1998 a new version has been released. So this 1998 a new version is 1.1 version. So this one people started using from 1998 majorly, and many by 2000 within a very little span uh, thousands of applications are in the market, uh, and Java become it's a buzzword, so everywhere people know about Java in the programming world. So coming to our point, so through the programming we can't interact with the OS. So you know about the virus programming, right? So majorly virus programming is done in C or VB. So what is virus programming? So to delete some important files in the operating system, or to corrupt the base programming of the operating system. That is a virus program. And to make this virus infected to other operating systems through the network automatically without human interaction. That's virus program. So because Java program does not interact with the operating system, you can't write any virus program in Java. There is no way that you can develop any virus programming. So this makes our programming language as a robust program. Robust means strong, very strong programming language. So somebody is giving you a Java application, you don't need to worry about it, even because ours is open source. If you go with open source, many times you will be hearing viruses coming, Trojan horses are, if you download something, Trojan horses are coming. Even if it's open mails, Gmail has controlled it, but some other mails. So even if you open the mail, so the system is going to get corrupted because of the email bombs, all those things. But in Java, as a programming language, nobody can interact with the operating system because there is a layer in between our program and the operating system. So you can't directly manipulate the operating system. So Java is becoming a very robust language. So people trust our language, our programming language. So the investors does not be afraid of, okay, I can take some open source and I can rebuild my system on top of it. They are not afraid of it because it does not have any virus program. If I don't trust the programming language or the programs that are circulated outside, so if I have a doubt, then I never take open source as a program into my system. Because the Java is open source. What is open source? Open source means no need to pay any commercial licenses. So you can take it freely and develop on your own, on top of it. Whatever the features you have, on top of it you can develop. If it's open source, if somebody is giving free, so you doubt it. So definitely everybody is having doubt. Okay, I'm getting it free. Is there any harm from other side? So if it is a Java program, there is no harm. So no way that people are writing any virus program. So it make our Java programming as a robust program. Okay, so coming back to this feature, write once and run anywhere. How this is possible? How Java made this is possible? Lot many programming languages are there at the time of introducing Java. No programming language has this kind of feature. If you are developing for Windows operating system, it will run only in the Windows box only. If you are developing for Linux, only it is running in Linux. But how this Java made different, or how it made write once and run anywhere, how it brought this slogan of write once and run anywhere. So it brought because of so here they introduced an intermediate file called bytecode. So we will be writing the Java program source code. Source code is generally written in English, right? So source code, the extension of our source code is .java. So file name, you can give any file name. My file .java. So if you observe the extension for all the programming languages, they have their own extension. See, if you are writing a C program, everybody at least wrote one C program, right? They are having extension .c. C++ .cpp, VB program .vb. In the similar fashion, Java program, in order to indicate this is our source code file of Java, so we have extension .java. JavaScript JS, PHP. Every programming language has its own extension. Our Java files also have an extension. So .java. You can open in any text editor our Java file. You can see it's in the English language. Definitely the operating system does not understand this one. So we need to do compilation. So what is compilation? Compilation is the process of first, it has two phases. It will check whether any grammatical errors are there. It's a programming language. It has a definitely a grammar or keywords. So what we are, how we are writing, some rules and regulations, all grammar for the language. It will check all the grammar. Are you violating any grammar? So it will check. If no errors are there, so it will convert our source program, English program, into intermediate code, which is called as a bytecode. So what is compilation? Compilation is the process of verifying whether we have any grammatical errors or syntax errors or spell mistakes in keywords. It will verify everything, spelling mistakes, syntax errors or grammatical errors, or everything it will verify. It won't verify logical errors, so we have to debug them. So it will verify everything. If everything is correct, then it will convert into an intermediary file called bytecode. The bytecode is having an extension of the files are having dot class, and this bytecode is also a programming language but not human readable. Okay, this bytecode is the reason why we can separate our source program from the operating system. So you can circulate this bytecode. Definitely we don't give this Java files. We can circulate this bytecode dot class files and we can place in any operating system so that I can run, I can execute my code in the operating systems. Okay, so what is needed for execution? So Nandita, I have this Java software, so which is in the form of bytecode dot class file. So what I need to execute this one?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yes, so I have this Java software as bytecode dot class file. Okay, I want to execute it. What you need in your system to execute it? I'm giving a dot class file.
You need JRE.
You need JRE, correct. So JRE is a Java runtime environment specific to the operating system. The JRE will be specific to the Windows. Okay, you are installing that. So if you see in the link that I sent earlier, it has a bunch of links. So Windows 32-bit, Windows 64-bit, Linux, Ubuntu, etc. Right? So each and every operating system has its own JRE. It's a specific to operating system. Okay, so I will be placing this I will be running my application, Java application, so which is in the intermediate form, so dot class file. The JRE is a capable JRE, whatever the JRE that is there in the operating system is capable of loading this dot class file, loading into the memory. So any program you want to execute, it has to be into the memory, right? So memory, then it is going to CPU, CPU is executing. That's a standard way of executing the program. So load into the memory. So the JRE loads into the memory and it will verify this bytecode. Okay, so I'm giving the bytecode means it won't execute us right away. Bytecode is an intermediate language. Again, the what machine understands. Machine understands ones and zeros, binary code. So I have a bytecode. So I want to load it into the memory. So JRE is loading. So whenever I try to execute my program, so this bytecode is loaded into the memory. It will be verified. So bytecode verifiers will be there in a JRE. So they will verify the bytecode. Verify bytecode. So what verification it will be done? So is the bytecode syntax is correct, and it will check whether you are harming any operating system programming. So two checks will be there here. Syntaxes of the bytecode as well as, and they have the ability to verify, the bytecode verifiers have the ability to verify whether you are writing any virus program. So if you write such kind of programming, it won't go further. So it will stop there. So that is why our programming language is a very robust programming language, a very strong programming language. Once that is done, so convert bytecode into binary code. So definitely this has to be done. So machine understands ones and zeros. So this is called as an interpretation. Interpreter. There is another one available in our JRE. So Java Virtual Machine. JRE consists of Java Virtual Machine, which has a capable of executing our programs. So it will load into it will load a bytecode into memory. It will verify bytecode. It will convert our intermediate code, that bytecode, into a dot class from dot class file to machine code. Once it is done with the machine code, converting it into the machine code, then it has the capability to execute in the CPU. So it is executing the CPU and giving the result. Okay, this is how our we can say it as the code, how this code is we write the code, how this is getting executed in the machine. Okay, what makes our Java a platform independent? So this feature is also called as a platform independent. Platform, what is platform? Platform is a operating system, a hardware and software combination is called as a platform. So on which you run your software, on which you run your applications, that is a platform. So independent. So see here how powerful this feature is. If you develop an application, you can able to sell it for Windows users, you can able to sell it for Linux users, Ubuntu users, Mac users without any extra work. You don't need to bother about what operating system. So tomorrow Windows some new version is coming into the market and our applications are not running. That's not good. Okay, so this feature brought platform independence, so you can write your applications once and run in any operating system. Vinay, how our Java made applications as platform independent? So we are saying that Java is a programming language where you can develop applications which are of platform independent. How it is making platform independent?
Is an easy source.
Yeah, no problem. If you don't understand, I will repeat. But what you understand or what is your thought of this? Just I need it. Even if
Very
your
easy
answer is
code.
wrong, also
code.
just, come up. No problem.
It will convert bytecode into binary code.
Yeah, bytecode into binary code. It makes our Java as a platform independent. That's one part is correct. It's correct. It made it divided. Actually, in earlier programming language, it will convert into object file, which is of specific to the operating system. But here, the compilation process gives you the file which is of platform independent. The platform independency comes with the JRE specific to the operating system. The programmer does not have to worry about it. In order to execute your code in any operating system, definitely the operating specific commands need to be executed and are needed, because Windows has its own operating system commands and Linux has its own operating system commands. They are not equal. Yes. So Karthik is asking which way the JRE is different from JVM. JRE is a total Java runtime environment which is having a machine kind of thing. It's actually not a physical machine, it's a virtual machine, Java virtual machine. The Java virtual machine is one of the parts of the JRE. It is having libraries, it is having some reusable class, it is having other types of environments along with our executable part. JVM, we can say it as a heart of the program. part of our execution environment. JVM is one of the parts of the GRA. So without JVM, we cannot assume any. So GRA is useless. So that's why. So people will use interchangeably GRA and JVM, but JVM is heart of GRA. JVM is executing our program. It will load the. It will load into the. It will load our bytecode into the memory. It will verify our bytecode. It will start interpreting it. So all those things. And what else the GRE consists? GRE other consists of other library files or other supporting functionalities that will support with the JVM. We'll see the architecture of the JVM so that you will understand major parts. So just I gave you the introduction of how the process is going on. This we are starting up with this. Okay. Here I have two things here, compilation and interpretation. So for compilation, there will be a compiler. Definitely the Java software is having a compiler, JDK is having a compiler. So what is the compilation? Compilation is the process of converting our source code, .java files. So verifying the syntax errors and the grammatical errors and converts into bytecode. This is compilation. How you will do the compilation? The compilation is done through a command called javac. Javac is a compiler. Okay, so how you will do it? So javac space filename dot. This is the syntax. Just give your file name to the javac compiler. That's a javac is a command name or compiler. So it will automatically take this file. It will verify all byte. It will verify everything and it will convert into a bytecode. What is input for this? This I am giving you the input. What is the output for this? Bytecode. Dot class file is the bytecode. Okay, I have another one interpreter. My job is not done. Just I compile it. I have the bytecode. So I need to execute my program. So we need an interpreter. So interpretation. So execution for executing the applications. So you need another component interpreter, or what we can say it as executor. So it's Java. This is a again a kind of application that is inbuilt in the software. Java space, you need to give whatever the, so what you are executing now, the file name is gone, so you have the dot class files, right? You need to give the class name. You will see. So what is this class name? This syntax I am just giving Java. Java is coming where this compiler and interpreter, where this is a kind of commands we are using. Okay, definitely there should be a software available with this name. So where these things are there, so we will go and see. So we installed Java in C drive, right? So I specifically install in D drive, but if you install in your system in C program files, Java JDK bin folder. This is the place where all shortcuts for your Java JDK applications available. Lot many things are there. You can see 20 plus applications available. We will be learning many of those things. So I need to see here Java C. See here, this is an application. This is here Java C. How can I use Java C as a command? This is a software that is inbuilt with JDK. It's a shortcut for the application. Java, see here, it's Java. That's an interpreter which is taking bytecode and executing our applications and giving the output. And many things are there here. So we need all these things, many of these things. But we are starting with our compiler and interpreter to write our program, compile it, execute it. So to do that part, we will be doing our programming. So to starting with, so we need to set the path for this main folder. So once you install our Java software, the path is not set in automatically in Windows operating system. You need to set the path. We'll start with the Notepad. So we will be writing the programming, starting our programming with Notepad, so that we'll get a good knowledge of how to do our process, the compilation, execution. Once we get a good hands-on, so we'll be shifting to IDE. In real time, people don't write programming in notepads. but you should be aware of how to write down in the notepad. So they will be using one of the IDEs to make our things work quickly. Set the path for this bin folder. Open the command prompt. I opened the command prompt. Okay, Mahesh, what is the setting of path? Why I need to set the path? What is path? Why I am setting path to this folder, the bin folder? So C program files, Java, JDK, version and bin folder. Why I am doing it? Manoj.
Yes, because the Java program don't know where the compiler or compiler is, so we are setting the path and we are telling.
Yeah. The Java C and Java whatever we are sorry, we are talking about compiler interpreter. Windows does not know it. This is a command prompt. Whenever you open it, Windows does not know it. So Windows operating system does not know it. Command prompt does not know it. I need to tell this as okay, go and check there. Okay, how you can say go and check there? So this is the path. Set is a thing that we can set some variables in the Windows operating system through the command prompt. Set path is a predefined variable. So paste, so don't type this thing, so you will get any spaces or spell mistake, it won't work. Copy C program files Java JDK bin, give semicolon, percentage path percentage. So what is this percentage path percentage means? A path is a predefined variable. Already some path is constructed in a Windows operating system. I don't want to disturb that. I want to put my Java path as the first one and I want to append with the existing path. Why I am placing the first one means if you install Oracle or something, they will be using older versions of the Java. We will get definitely a problem. So I want to place my path at the beginning and the existing path, what is already there. Percentage path percentage indicates the already existing path at the end. Just press enter. Okay, it won't show any output or something, but how should I test whether my path is set or not? You can type path. You can see here d colon program files. This is there in the beginning. I already have it, but I set it again, no problem. Yes, I will repeat what the path is. Okay, so this is a command we have to use if you are using a Windows operating system. We need to set the path before we start writing our programming, because I need to use the compiler. I need to use the interpreter to execute my programs, compilers and all the software that is already available with the JDK. But Windows does not know these commands, Java C. So these application shortcuts those are there in one path called C program files. I am telling about the C because your JDK is installed in C program file Java JDK bin folder. I need to set the path to that bin folder so that Windows come to know, okay, Java C is available in this path, Java is available in the bin path, so it will search and it will automatically start executing this or invoking the compiler and interpreter. Okay, for that, set path is a predefined variable that's already there. So I will paste my path. Set path is equal to my path. Give semicolon and percentage path percentage. If you don't give this percentage path percentage, only our Java path will work. The remaining path that is already there in the Java system will be gone. Sorry, Windows operating system will be gone. So I don't want to mess up with the existing path. Let it be there. So I want to make it as a suffix. Percentage path percentage semicolon. So paths are separated with semicolon. Okay, once you set this path, okay, our the Windows knows the command prompt. Through the command prompt, Windows knows this Java C and Java commands, because whatever is there in the bin folder, I can able to access it. That's why I'm setting the path. Okay, once path is done, I can see it, but how should I know that this is working? I can use a Java C. Java C is a compiler, right? So hyphen version. So give this command hyphen version as a parameter to this. I didn't write any Java program to compile it, so we'll start writing it. But Java C hyphen version, give the version name, so we'll automatically get the version, whatever the install version is there. If you are not getting it, your path is not set properly. You have to get the path, and also give Java hyphen version. So what is Java? Java is a execution. So we have to execute our programs through the Java command. That is again a software application that is already available in the JDK, which is which will do the work of the interpreter. It has the responsibility to execute our applications. So both should have the same version. Observe here, the both should have the same version. It is having 1.8 and it is having 1.6 means your path is not correct, set correctly. You will get the path, both the paths, Java C path and Java path should be one and same. So in order to do the programming in your system, so you should have the compiler and interpreter versions both one and same. So make sure that you check both the things, Java C hyphen version, Java hyphen version. In some of the systems in earlier at the beginning of my programming in Java, so I am facing the same. I am setting the path 1.5 and Java version is 1.4, so it is not getting executed. Make sure you check both the paths are same, 1.8.0 underscore 51 underscore 51, 180 underscore 51. Okay, so setting path is done. This path will be available until this command prompt is available. If you close it, the path will be gone. If you open a new command prompt, you have to set the path again. We'll see in the next session how to set the permanent path. But as of now, we'll write one simple program. Very simple program, a welcome program. So in order to start our programming. So just follow me so to write down this program. We'll be doing this exercise every day. So if you are unable to follow, no problem. We'll be explaining in the next session also. There's a few important points that we need to remember before starting our program. So we are writing in a Java file, right? So extension of what is the extension of our Java files? Source code Java files .java. You have to write your source programming. You have to write your source programming in a file which is having .java as an extension. Otherwise, our compiler does not recognize other files. TXT file, if you write in a TXT file, or if you give some other extension, our compiler does not recognize those files. You should have the file with an extension .java. Okay. Each and everything in Java is written inside a class. So here Java is object-oriented programming now. So what this is, we will learn in the next session. We'll start learning in the next session. But as of now, so each and everything is written inside a class. If you want to start typing something, you should have a class. A class is a kind of a block of piece of code which is holding everything. So everything is written inside a class. There is no such things as a global or outside the class. If you want to write something, you should have a class. Okay, so class is a container where it is holding all the code. We can understand like this as of now, but it has a official meaning, so and the definitions, so we will see them in next sessions. And class, give name of your class, and opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. If you know the C or C programming, following the syntaxes are very easy because the base for our Java programming language is C++. So remember the story, the green project of James Gosling, how they end up with the Java programming. So the base what they have taken is C++. If you know C or C++, many features of C or C++ are already there in Java. So those features are similar, same. So we are adding up the additional facilities to make our programming easy. That's why I asked anybody know C or C++. If you already know it, it's a big advantage for you. So you can easily follow the syntaxes. So here, this is how I write. So all keywords are having small letters. Here class and a name. So anything you want to write, you should have a class. If you want to write something, you should have a class. Okay, everything in Java is written inside a class. What is this class? What is the definition of the class? We will be learning it, but remember this point, everything is written inside a class. Case sensitive programming language. Java is a case sensitive programming. So what does this mean? So this means capital letters and small letters are different. If I gave Shankar and Shankar, both are different. If it is not case sensitive, both are same, but if it's a case sensitive, both are different. It's a case, even if you change one simple letter, small case to uppercase, then definitely you will be having the difference. So Java is a case sensitive programming. Each and every statement ends with semicolon. Each statement, whatever is the statement, Java statement you want to write, each statement, how this is, how can I say that this is ended? So each statement ends with semicolon. Okay, so if you want to execute your program, you want to execute your Java program, so you should have a predefined main method. You will be seeing in C programming also, you are having a main method, right? So main method, or they call it as a main function. So main function is a starting point of our programming to execute. So in C or C++, they are having four different syntaxes, all those things, but we have only one syntax. You should have a main method. So the main method is not compulsory, but you want to execute it. You want to see the output. The main method is compulsory. So main method is a starting point of our program. So this is a predefined method. We will explain. I will explain all the keywords here. Public, static, void main. It will take string arguments, array of arguments, open bracket, close bracket. This is a predefined main method. You should have the main method. You want to execute your program. You want to start executing your program. So what is execution? This is second page, right? Execution. So execution is used to load the byte code and make it a ones and zeros. It internally makes it ones and zeros and gives output. Okay, and so if you want to print something in the console, so console means a command prompt. So in the beginning we'll be developing applications that are starting with the console. So system.out.println will be using one command. I will explain this one also, but as of now you want to print something on the console as an output. So a shortcut is there here, system.out.println, but this is having a meaning, but I want to print it something, so you can print using system.out.println. So used to print some output in the console. Output in console. So console is nothing but our command prompt where we are executing our programs. So we will see some more important, we'll add up some more important point in the next session. So we'll quickly do one program by taking all these things. I want to open a notepad, so here I want to do it here itself. Tomorrow we'll create a folder and we will keep all our programs. So I want to write down a welcome program. Welcome program. The extension should always be Java. Welcome program. There is no such program in my path, so I want to execute, create a new folder. Yes, new file. Yes. So everything is written inside Java. Definitely you have to write a class. So class written inside a class. Class welcome. Open curly bracket, closing curly bracket. This is like a container where you have to write everything inside a container. I am writing a main method here, public static void main. So why I am writing a main method and why I have to write it? You want to execute something, you should have a main method. Main method is the starting point of our program execution. Okay, I'm just printing system.out.println, system.out.println. So I just want to give here welcome to Java. Save the file. If you forget to save the file, so that it will be empty file. So I saved the file. Okay, I have a source code. My source code is just printing a welcome to Java program as an output. So I want to compile this program. How to compile it? Java C file name.java. So syntax, remember the syntax, Java C file name.java. What is my file name? Welcome program.java. So once compilation is done, so check it out here. Okay, lot many files are there. Okay, sorry. Here we'll be having, I should have created a. So this is welcome program.java. This is one. So once you compile your program, a .class file is created with the class name. So I'm writing a class, right? Welcome class. Okay, with the class name it will create a .class file. So open up that within a notepad welcome.class. So it's also a programming language, but you can't understand it. It is a machine readable language, but not a human readable format. Don't change anything, just let it go. We'll see how to read the byte. If you have bytecode, we have the tools to read it in our Java software itself. In the little later we'll say it. So okay, my job is not done, so I compiled it. Java C file name.java, I compiled it. I want to execute, I want to see the answer. Welcome to Java program. So I want to see the answers. How you will say it? You need to execute it. Bytecode, I have .class file, I have the bytecode. How to interpret this one, or how to execute this program? Java, so you should give the main method class name. This is syntax. You should give the class name which consists of the main method. Main method is a starting point. So you have bunch of classes, you can't give any class name. You should give the main method class name. What is the main method class name here? Welcome. So main method is there available in the welcome file. So just the class name. So Java is an interpreter, main method class name welcome. So don't give the extension .class. So we are giving this one, welcome. See here, so I got the welcome.java. So even if you don't follow this program also, no problem. So if you follow it, it's well and good. We'll be doing the programs also. As a courtesy, we did one welcome program for an introductory class. So in tomorrow's session we will start doing it. So you will be definitely coming to know about how to do the program. But go through the video to do the program and try it in your own. If you face problems, that's fine. So we'll come to resolve it. So everybody is having the Java. So if you don't have it, please install it immediately and start practicing it. Any doubts in today's session? In today's session, we learned what is a compiler or and the process of compilation, what is interpretation and Java C, Java commands, how to set the path and how to write a simple Java program. Very basic Java program. And we learned 5 important points, 6 important points to start with our programming. Any doubts? Jagdish, Ashok, Rohit, Srikanth, Manoj. Okay, we'll meet in tomorrow's session and have a good night. I'll share you the videos in the same path every day. So I shared the videos. So check it out. You can able to access it. If you face any problem, let me know. I will be sharing the videos every day in the same path. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Have a good night. Bye.